League. We're set. Marco Rossi will take the draw against McDavid. Minnesota a little banged up, Louis. 3 of its top 12 scores not in uniform tonight. And that was deflected away by Ryan Hartman. Minnesota, the best defensive team in the league. And a turnover by Hartman leads to a chance for Podkolzin that's stopped by Gustafsson. Here's Derek Ryan looking for that elusive first goal of the year. Kick back to Ekholm. His wrist shot got through, and a save made by Philip Gustafsson. Rebound collected and cleared. Hustadinov, who picked up his first goal of the year in the win over the Utah Hockey Club. Ben Jones' shot spun to the corner by Pickard.
Regula guy, regular.
Love it. And Gene, as you know, you're not truly in the league until you meet Bob Stauffer, and Draisaitl finishes from McDavid. His league-leading 21st, and that's the 200th for Leon Draisaitl that has been set up by Connor McDavid. 1-0 Edmonton.
Look to this guy by Matt Boldy. This is why. And for McDavid after this face-off, just takes off, gets his speed built up. Once he comes from high to low, he just finds that seam right through to Draisaitl, puts that big paddle down on the ice, redirects it home. You've got Hyman on the post for an option as well. But just a perfect pass by McDavid after a face-off win, and Draisaitl's not going to miss.
We talked to John Hines about it this morning, Louis. Continues to struggle. That's the 10th they've given up in their last 9 games plus 7 minutes. Boldy takes a shot off the rush. Lauko
up against Emberson.
Right at center.
Tough kid.
Lauko throws a couple of right hooks early. Emberson trying to string him out, answers with a straight right hand. Lauko catches him with a right hook. And an overhand right from Emberson. He eats a right hand and then drills Lauko with a couple of right uppercuts. Misses with right. Takes a right hook. Lands a right hand to Emberson.
They are swinging, Jack. And both guys obliged, drop the gloves. It's a lengthy square off, and they go at it. I mean, this is an old school fight here. 2 guys about the same weight, and they grab on and just start chucking them. Good tilt. Wow.
Gustafsson shovels off, and that's turned over. Tucked in front by Skinner. Henrik backdoor, and a denial of Matthias Janmark. Swept back. And Merrill, short side, good save on Pickard, squeezing against that post, and a wraparound, and Pickard pushing off to the other post, side to side, Louis, like bubble hockey.
You know, he smacks his stick, had a goal, an assist, and a goal taken back in November against Edmonton. He has a good look. And for Pickard, he's got to be aware of Hartman behind the net, but the way he has to push off here, get himself into position, as you mentioned.
Scooped in by Corey Perry. Gustafsson bottled up, and then a quick wraparound, short side, and that stayed out. I think Merrill might have saved a goal. It was pushed wide. Here's Bouchard to blast, and Merrill with another block shot.
A little frustrated on the bench here. One whack at a second one as he throws it through off the bar, off of Merrill, and then Derek Ryan has a good chance too. I mean, this is some grade A chances around the net. Edmonton has done a great job.
Lifted safely out by Ben Jones, originally a late-round pick of the Vegas Golden Knights. A backhander, and that slithered through the blue paint. Kasperi Kapanen back on top of it for Edmonton. He'll curl it back for Draisaitl. Rolling out wide, kind of threw a little elbow inside, and it's buried. Kapanen scores from Draisaitl, who cleared space and then fed him.
Here, just good movement around the offensive zone, and Leon Draisaitl just starts pumping the pistons, goes around the world. When the big man's skating like this, he's hard to handle, and what a pass. He was just about to get double teamed as Johansson's on him. You're going to see the second wave come through, and as Merrill goes down, he reads that as an open hole, and he puts it right on the tape at Kapanen, who gets to that net and buries it. 2-0 Edmonton.
Hartman. Settled by Freddie Gaudreau. Johansson coming off a 3-point game. Faber shot, score! Just 2 seconds left in the power play, and Faber picks up his full.
To get this to the net doesn't have to be a hard one. And you're going to see him when he gets this puck, he looks up and he's going to see layers in front of Calvin Pickard, and he just zips it through. Great job by Hartman right there. Little body to body, with Darnell Nurse. Little bump on him, but as they converge together, not a chance that Skinner could find that. Pickard could find that. And you could just tell from the reaction afterwards, he really didn't move. He tried to as well, so we hope he can recover from that knee injury and see what he can do in the NHL, but a big kid, no question.
Reminder, this is a power play, a minute 15 to start this second period for the Oilers. Janmark and Brown hovering close by as Boldy looks to protect. Janmark lost it at his feet, but kicked it over to Brown, and now Edmonton has some numbers coming the other way. Ty Emberson, shorthanded over to Brown, reach shot, score! Connor Brown, shorthanded goal! And Edmonton extends to a 3-1 lead.
Job by Edmonton to defend behind the net here. When this puck comes out, it's a little backhand pass by Janmark, and then it's off to the races. And this is drive up the ice. You're killing a penalty, but you can still try for an attack. This one goes through. You're going to see as the pass goes through Janmark, goes right to Brown, so it's almost a little bit of a decoy as he lifts the stick.
Final 12 seconds on the power play as Draisaitl moves in. Threw it across, McDavid and Bouchard. Back to Draisaitl. In front, redirected, score! Nugent Hopkins shovels it over the prostrate Philip Gustafsson, and Edmonton in charge in St. Paul. It's 4-1 on Nugent Hopkins' fifth.
All the way back to break up Trennan in the defensive zone. Then he gets himself to the front of the net. Good movement of the puck here. Bouchard to Draisaitl. Redirection on front right there. A little kick to the skate. Up to the stick, and the backhand finish by Nugent Hopkins, who's been sniffing around it, had a couple chances already. He's not only offensive, he's great defensively as well. It's a 200-foot game.
Tried to go short side. Pickard has been on it tonight. Kicked that out easily, and now a lead pass for Bouchard. Can't take off. Draisaitl somehow redirected that home off his backhand. And when you're having a night, you're having a night.
It looked like he was going to bring this puck to the net. He's the one that makes the play around the wall. Nice little backhand pass to set this in motion to puck. Pulls it with a nifty little sauce pass into Bouchard, who activates. And then Bouchard, instead of shooting, puts this to Draisaitl. And it's the quick release. It's a little chop at the puck, and it finds its way in the back of the net. Little deflection up over top. Gustafsson's just getting into position.
And +2 at 5-on-5. Here's a steal and darting down the left-hand side. Hustadinov across, dragging. Trennan couldn't finish. Hustadinov somehow. Period 14-6. And Gustafsson, with this game seemingly out of reach, is gone. Nowhere to center the puck, so off the boards, Bogosian ripped one off the post. Merrill. Rossi across. Bogosian fires again. Rossi, and he bangs one off the iron.
He's been scrambling around, and then Kaprizov was the one that he stoned right in the slot after the early part of the year, Jack, where they just couldn't find the back of the net. They get one chance against, and they'd be down a goal.
Kaprizov looking on low. Rossi tried to center. That was tipped out. Drives Spurgeon, saves Pickard, and a phenomenal stop on the rebound. McDavid pulls it back to Nurse. Stetcher to McDavid. Trying to move his way through Kaprizov. Hands to Nurse. Stetcher fires, deflected home. 6-1 Edmonton, running Minnesota right out of the building.
Yeah, Nugent Hopkins was there too. Just a good selection again when you've got a double presence in front of the net. Good job by McDavid just to fight off the check, find the pass back, and then the shot through. You can see Hyman was right there. So is Nugent Hopkins, but look at the stick of Hyman as he gets it up, tips that one down. A nose around the net. I mean, you just have to be contained. Are they going to take a look at this one?
He'll come up ice with Connor Brown, whose shorthanded goal was the backbreaker. That made it 3-1 Edmonton, and the Oilers have not looked back. One-timer, deflected home again! Derek Ryan with his first goal in 46 games. Edmonton 7, Minnesota 1.
The puck hasn't bounced their way, but a game like this, it's kind of opened it up. And again, it's the quick shot by Darnell Nurse. Get it past that first defender, and a nice redirection in the high slot by Derek Ryan. I mean, a perfect redirection. And that's been the MO for the Edmonton Oilers tonight.
Nurse and Janmark, one last rush. Janmark's pass eludes Connor Brown, but that's the only thing that misfires tonight for the Edmonton Oilers. A complete 60-minute effort against the league's best.